Hare Krishna. Sadhana Bhakti. Now this Sadhana Bhakti has got two divisions, Vaidhi Bhakti and Raganuga Bhakti. Now one word for Vaidhi Bhakti is regulative principles. So Srila Rupa Goswami in this Nectar of Devotion gives the definition of Vaidhi Bhakti. Now there are 5 points in the definition of Vaidhi Bhakti. You can note down. The first point is, it is on the order of the spiritual master. The second point is, it is according to scriptures. The third point is, there is no question of refusal. Interesting. The fourth point is, you cannot argue. It seems like military, but it is so. And the fifth point is that at present we do not have any attraction for Krishna. It is merely on the principles of rules and regulations. And the example, like we get up for Mangal Aarti at 4 o'clock in the morning and we do deity worship. This is according to rules and regulations. We do not have any feelings right now. So this is Vaidhi Bhakti. Now there is shlok in Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd canto, 1st chapter and 5th verse, which says, Tasmad Bharat Sarvatma Bhagwan Ishvara Hari. The devotion should be done for Lord Krishna, Hari. Shrotavyaha. We should listen to his pastimes. Kirtitavya. We should sing his glories. We should chant his name. Smartavyahascha. We should remember him. Ichhataha abhyam. Now what will happen because of this? Why devotion? So the answer is Ichhataha abhyam. Then we obtain fearlessness. At present we are living in an environment of fear. That's why we are running day and night like cats and dogs. Mad rat race. Because of fear. Otherwise God has provided us everything. We are in this ashram. We are not earning anything. But we are happy. We are happily taking name of Lord. Now there are 64. Srila Rupa Goswami mentioned 64 rules and regulations in Nectar of Devotion, which need to be followed while doing devotion, and of which 5 primary are Sadhu Sang, Naam Kirtan, Bhagavad Shravan, Mathura Vas, Shri Murtir, Shraddhaya Sevan. So this we have heard it before also, like we have to do Sadhu Sang, we should listen to Katha, and we have to chant the holy name. But now, another point which Srila Rupa Goswami writes is Guru Pad Ashraya. All these things need to be done under the guidance of a spiritual master. And the word Diksha also appears. If we want to advance in spiritual line, then we have to take Diksha. Then there are certain prohibitions like Asatsang Tyag, which is very important, and not to do any aprad while doing devotion, like Naam aprad or Seva aprad or Dham aprad. So these things we have to keep in mind. But such a long list. From where does this list come from actually? And why do we need to follow it? Are we being fanatics? So actually this is the principle. These rules and regulations, there is a principle behind it. We have to understand that. And that principle is given in Padma Puran. And Srila Rupa Goswami mentions here, Smartayo Satatam Vishnu Vismartayo na Jatuchet. Smartayo. Always remember Krishna and you should never forget Krishna. Sarve Vidhi Nished Seho. Eteor Ev Kinkara. Kinkara means Das. servant. All rules and regulations, Vidhi Nishedh, are servants to this principle of always remember Krishna and never forget him. So that's why there are rules and regulations. We're not being fanatics. Now these rules and regulations need to be followed. And as we gradually follow these rules and regulations, slowly and slowly we'll develop attachment for Lord. And the process is how? Through anarth nivritti. The dirtiness in our heart get cleansed up after taking Lord's holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Cheto Darpana Marjanam. So the first qualification to enter into Raganuga Bhakti is Anartha Nivritti. But not just from a sadhana. The more important qualification is Lord's causeless mercy. When He sees our efforts, our intense efforts, our desire, Laulyam, then He will grant us this gift of attachment. And the third is association with pure devotees who have such hankering for the Lord. So these three are three qualifications to enter into Raganuga Bhakti. So the Raganuga Bhakti is serving Lord with love, spontaneously. So at this stage we do not tend to forget rules and regulations. We tend to do it more vigorously because now we need to impress Krishna. And that's why in Raganuga Bhakti there are two divisions actually. The first is affection or attraction to Krishna on the basis of senses. Like in the case of gopis who are attached to Krishna because of lusty desires. Now Acharya points here, Prabhupada writes that it seems that gopis are attached to Krishna because of lust, but actually this is their intense desire to serve Him that appears in this world as lust because of perverted reflection. It is not lust actually. And the second is attraction to Krishna on the basis of relationship, like Nand Maharaj and Yashoda Maiya. So they are attached to Krishna by serving Him as mother and father. Now the question being raised here is, if we are attached to Kam, Krodh, Lobh, lust, anger, greed, and we are encased in this material world, then why is Raganuga Bhakti mentioned at all if we cannot achieve it at present? Why are we discussing it? So the point is that we have to at least keep a desire to reach that state. Tatra laulyam api ek mulyam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu discussion with Ramanand Rai. We should have just one greed. The greed of attachment to Lord Krishna. That is how we can advance in devotion. Otherwise, we'll be entrapped in following rules and regulations. So, in today's lecture, what we have learned, the definition of Vaidhi Bhakti. We do not have to be attached to rules and regulations. The purpose behind it is to remember Krishna. We have also learned that we need to keep a hankering, the laulyam, we need to keep our heart as our aim while doing sadhana, so that one day we will achieve that attraction to Krishna. as pure devotees are feeling. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.